Good morning. I hope your day is going to be a great day. I hope you can see all the blessings that are going on in, through, and around you today. It's awesome to be alive and to be a source of encouragement to others. Think about Philippians if you want to think about encouragement. I've probably mentioned this a bunch of times, but Philippians is a great short read that will encourage your soul. It is only 1, 2, 3, 4 pages in my Bible. Probably for me, it's a 10 or 15 minute read. For you, probably 5 to 7 minutes, but it's just hopeful. That's what it is. Paul is in jail. He's handcuffed to a man to keep him from escaping, and he's praising God in the midst of his circumstances. Who knew? Who could do that? I got a section of Philippians I wanted to throw out there to you today. It is Philippians 4, 5, and 6. It says this: "Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all comprehension, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." I was talking about this last night with some friends, and the context of this verse says basically this: it says you can be anxious for nothing. Have you ever thought about that? You can be anxious for nothing. And the idea of this comes from the idea that you, your inner person, your soul and spirit, are holy and righteous and complete. Your body is not. But the object of the Christian life is to allow your holy and righteous and complete being operate your body that has flaws. And so you can, your inner person can be anxious for nothing. You are anxious for nothing because that's who you are. In 2 Timothy chapter 1, let me look this up real quick. 2 Timothy chapter 1, it defines who you are. And it says, verse 7 says, "For God has not given us a spirit of timidity." That word timidity means cowardice, "but of power and love and discipline." So when it says be anxious for nothing, it means that you aren't anxious for anything, because your spirit is one of timidity, or not of timidity, but of power and love and discipline. So who you really are is powerful, loving, and disciplined. And that discipline comes with the ability to sort through anxious thoughts. An anxious thought is not who you are. If you accept it and say, I'm an anxious person, then you've accepted a lie and planted a lie in your brain. And then that lie that's stored in your brain affects the way you look at things going forward. You accept the lie that you're an anxious person. But Paul says, be anxious for nothing. You're not an anxious person. You're a powerful person who does not have to believe anxious thoughts. And in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13, I'm flipping over there real quick, it says, "No temptation has overtaken you, but such as is common to man. I will present to you right now that anxious thoughts are simply temptations. And God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you're able, but with the temptation will provide a way of escape, and so that you will be able to endure it." So here's the deal. If anxious thoughts are temptations, what are you doing to get away from those anxious thoughts? How are you able to escape them? How are you able to overcome them? How are you able to walk in joy and confidence and in your true identity, not of timidity, but of boldness? That's what I encourage you today. I was thinking I've not done this before because it would be a little bit longer of a video, but if this idea is of interest to you, private message me, and maybe I'll do a video about the thought process of overcoming anxious thoughts, because it's something I've seen God deliver me from a lot, and he's been very faithful and shown me a way out. And today I hope that you can live that life of power and love and discipline, and not let those anxious thoughts be part of who you are, but let the Spirit of God define completely who you are. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.